Sino sa inyo ang napanood na ito o nanunood nito? Taas ang kamay. Squid Game. Okay? Hindi ako mag-i-spoil ng kahit ano. No spoiler alert. I will just tell you what it is. Squid Game. Hundreds of people are drowning in debt. Maraming tao talagang utang, daming utang. Tapos, itong grupo ng Squid Game, hinahanap nila itong mga taong grabe ang utang. Tapos, inaalok sila maglaro ng Squid Game. At ito yan, you play a series of games with a chance to win 1.8 billion pesos. Sino rito gusto magkaroon ng 1.8 billion pesos? Taas ang kamay. Okay, yung iba parang kalahating 1.8 lang. Sino gusto magka 1.8? Di ba? Why not? Manalo ka lang sa game. Imagine nyo yung Christmas party ninyo may game. Ang prize, 1.8 billion. Sasali ba kayo? Ay, yes. Oo na. Sasali ako dyan. Eh, ikaw. Alam niyo ba yun? Yun ang usong-usong game dyan, di ba? Eh, ikaw. Di ba? 1.8. But here is the catch. If you lose a game, you die. If you win a game, you go to the next level. Hanggat ikaw na lang ang natitira. So every game is a matter of life and death. Pero itong pinaka-nakakagulat, those who join the game were not forced to join the game. They choose to join the game. They sign up for it. Even though they know they might die, many others will die, they keep playing it because they are convinced that 1.8 billion pesos will be their only way out of a miserable life. Pag ako nanalo, giginhawa ang buhay ko. Why do they do this? Because they are gripped by two powerful things. Greed and fear. Hinahawakan sila at sinasakal sila ng dalawang kamay ng mga pangyarihan. Greed at saka fear. Kaya ginagawa pa rin nila yan. But now, if you look at the world today, almost all our problems, man-made problems, are caused by greed and fear. Kaya nagkakagulo. Bakit? Greed at saka fear. Actually, this is a fact. Behind all greed is the fear of scarcity. Kaya ako sakim kasi baka mawalan ako. Sino sa inyo ang pumila na nung bibili kayo ng fast food or anuman, taas ang kamay, pumila na kayo. Ayan. Di ba? Nung nakapila kayo, ano ang ugali ninyo? Naghihintay ba kayo sa pila o naghahanap kayo ng mas maikling pila? Ha? Dito tayo, mas maikli. Doon ka. Sabihin mo yung asawa mo, doon ka. Para kung sino mauna. Ganyan. Hindi lang dahil nagmamadali ka, kung hindi, baka maubusan ako. Kaya grabe. A few weeks ago, kami ni Helene, punta kami ng SNR. Punta kami. Kasama namin si Johan. Kaming tatlo, ang mami nila. Pinagtawanan kami, ba't kayo mag-SNR? Wala lang, gusto lang namin pumunta. Pero bago kami pumunta ng SNR, may napanood kami mga news. Parang magulo doon, sa bansang yun, magulo doon. So parang kaming tatlo, nagbibiro-biroan, Hala, what's happening to the world? Ganyan. Pagdating namin sa SNR, sabi ni Helene, Daddy, people are panic buying. Panic buying. Sabi ko, anak, open your eyes. Look at the counter. No one is there. Wala hong tao sa counter. No one is panic buying. Hindi tayo nagpa-panic buying. So, Johan, sabi ko, kunin mo na yung gusto mo, damihan mo, 10 dilata. Hindi kami nagpa-panic buying. Di ba ganyan tayo? Yung parang, bakit mo gagawin yung panic buying? Baka maubusan ako. Fear. Ano yan? Behind all greed is the fear of scarcity. Paano nag-umpisa ito sa atin? The writers of Genesis gave us the answer. Before the fall of man lived in a garden. Sabi niyo nga, garden. Anong pangalan ng garden? Garden of Eden. Garden flowing with blessings. Nilagay ng Diyos ang tao sa isang garden na napakadaming pagpapala. But one snap changed everything. Why? The serpent convinced man that God cannot be trusted. Hindi nyo dapat pagkatiwalaan yung gumawa sa inyo. Genesis chapter 3 verse 1, it says, the serpent was the shrewdest of all the wild animals the Lord God had made. One day, he asked the woman, did God really say, you must not eat the fruit from any of the trees in the garden? Can you say any? Mahalaga yung salitang any because that word is a horrible lie. Hindi siya totoo. yung salitang any. Imagine, in the Garden of Eden, kunyari lang ha, we have 1,000 fruit trees, 1,000 fruit trees. And then God said to Adam and Eve, meron kayong 999 na yan, isa lang ang huwag niyong kakainan. Ito lang. Anong sabi ng serpent? Hoy, bawal lahat kainin yan? Sinungaling. Alam niyo nakatago doon sa sinabi nung kalaban, nung serpent. Ito yung parang gusto niya sabihin. God is keeping all this abundance from you. Kaya bawal ba lahat yan? Kahit ano dyan, bawal. Keeping His abundance from you. He is a real killjoy. Ayaw ni Lord masaya ka. Ayaw ng Diyos na yan, na hindi ka niya gusto. He is against you. He does not like you. Yan yung hidden words beneath the question of the serpent. So, Eve answered. Sabi niya, we will not die if they eat the forbidden. He said, we will die if we eat the forbidden fruit. And then look at what the serpent said. Ito ang sabi ng serpent, nung sinabi ni Eve na, ay, mamamatay, ganyan. No? Ito po ang sagot. Tingnan niyo. Yung aking, hindi na gumagana. Sige, let's show it to them. The verse, chapter, yan. It says, you won't die. The serpent replied to the woman, God knows that your eyes will be opened as soon as you eat it, and you will be like God, knowing both good and evil. You know, the devil injected the fear-fueled question of all time. Ano yan? What if there is not enough for you? Paano kung kulang? Yan ang nakakatakot. Pag may nagsabi sa'yo, kulang. Hala, hindi ako aabot. Kulang. The devil's script is this. Do you want abundance? If you want abundance, you have to take it by force. You have to take matters into your own hands. Grab what you deserve, even if it means disobeying God. Yan ang script niya. Yan ang binubulong niya. But I want to tell you this. God thinks in abundance. Can you say that to your friend sa tabi niyo? Sabi mo, God thinks in abundance. Go. But the devil wants you to think in scarcity. Ang Diyos, gusto niya mag-isip ka ng abundance. Ang kalaban, kulang. Ang Diyos, siksik, liglig at umaapaw. Ang kalaban, kulang. At dahil kulang, kunin mo. The scarcity mindset will blind you to the abundance God has already provided for you. Kaya ito pong tanong ko sa inyo. Pag-isipan niyo mabuti, Self-reflection. Do you see yourself poor? Is poverty your identity? Ano yung poverty identity? You feel poor, you talk poor, you walk poor. Alam niyo yung lakad na poor? No? Yung talaga nakaganyan lang palagi, no? Ganyan. Pag may hawak na pagkain yung iba, parang ganon, sayang. No? Yan. You talk poor, you think poor, you act poor. Ang lumalabas sa bibig mo, mahirap lang kami. Mahirap lang. Wala tayong pera, anak. Wala. Pag ganyan ang mindset, pag nag-usap kayo ng kumpare mo, kitang-kita. Pare, sa sobrang hirap namin, yung rainbow sa amin, yung rainbow sa langit namin, black and white. Ganun kababa. No? Ano pa, Mare? Tinanong ka nung Mare mo, Mare, hindi ka ba natatakot sa end of the world? Ang sagot, ay, hindi. Mas takot ako sa end of the month. Maraming bayarin. Look at me, my dear friends. Please never think that you are poor. Even if you don't have money. Kahit wala kang pera. Huwag mong isipin na ikaw ay mahirap. Pumunta ako sa isang simbahan, inispatan ko talaga yung namamalimos. Nilapitan ko, sabi ko, Kuya, magkano na napalimos mo ngayong araw na to? Alam mo, sagot niya sa akin, kanina ako nag-umpisa ng alas 7 ng umaga, tapos ngayon alas 12 na. Ang nakolekta ko na, 180 pesos. Sabi niya. So tinanong ko sa kanya, anong bibilin mo niyan? Alam niyo, sagot niya sa akin, pwede na itong isang espresso macchiato sa Starbucks. Wow! Sosyal! Imagine mo, namamalimos, pero hindi niya iniisip, mahirap siya. Never think that you are poor, even if you don't have money. Naalala ko si Johan, nung maliit-liit pa yan. Sinabi niya talaga sa mami niya. Patulog na sila nasa kabilang kwarto ako nagtatrabaho. Narinig ko sila, lakas ng tawa sa kwama. Sabi ni Johan, Daddy, Mommy. Mommy, sabi ni Johan, why did you marry Daddy? He looks poor. Tawan-tawa sila. Tapos alam mo sagot ni Helene? Johan, we are not poor. We are rich in vitamin C. Mga bata pa di ba? Please, kahit wala kayong pera, huwag kayo masyado nag-iisip na poor kayo. Bakit? Lalo kayong magiging mahirap. Kaya tingnan niyo po ako. Sino sa inyo mahilig gusto na malibre kayo? Taas ang kamay. Huwag kayong mahiya. O, nahiya na kayo ngayon. Di ba? Ang okay ang paminsan-minsan. Pero huwag palagi. Yung iba talagang lahat na lang ng kilos. Pare, libre mo ako. Ikaw talaga, swapang mo, libre ka dyan. Di ba? Nangbubuli ka pa para ilibre ka. Pag palaging libre ang mindset mo, palagi na lang mahirap ka. Palagi na lang dapat may magbibigay sa iyo. Paminsan-minsan okay yan. Pero huwag kayong papahayag na lahat na lang libre. O, sikuhin niyo yung katabi niyo. Sikuhin niyo. Sabihin mo, makinig ka. Ha? If you don't see how blessed you already are, you will be gripped by fear. And this fear will cause you to fight for what you need and sometimes hurting others around you. So question, look at your behavior towards money. Are you living in a squid game or are you living in God's house?